back on so quickly?
I think everyone's heart in boxing dropped.
Yeah, it did.
It was because those are the fights that keep everything moving.
Boxing fans were here in London. What a fight. Joshua Buatsi, Dan Azeez. Everyone was hyping this fight to be that fight, and it was that fight. It was exciting from the get-go. There was knockdowns, the whole story, but Joshua Buatsi with the victory. Ben Shalom just expressed to me the fight.
Yeah, it was an emotional night. It was a tense night, but I just wanted both guys to give a huge account of themselves and to be the best version of themselves, and they both delivered. Both of them, credit to the sport. What a fight. They fought in the centre of the ring the whole 12 rounds. I don't think I saw anyone get close to the ropes. It was just two warriors in there, and I knew they were tough, and they showed it. And both of them, their stock risen. Both of them aren't natural ticket sellers. They won't mind me saying that, but that fight sold. And it just shows with a real good fight like that, and the atmosphere in there tonight was incredible. They both have massive fights to come as well, and yeah, really proud of both of them. Really proud to be involved with both of them. They're special people, both of them. Really, really are, and yeah, credit to them, and very inspirational.
Naturally, there's going to be a lot of talk about Joshua Buatsi, Anthony Yarde. There's already sort of murmurs online, and there's already talks within the industry that possibly we could see that fight in the summer. I mean, you must be in a great position now. We know with Buatsi, it's taken him a little bit of time to get to the stage he wants to, but this Yarde fight, potentially a fight of that nature, could be massive for yourself and for him in the summer.
Yeah, I think it's a fight that both camps seem to want and have wanted for quite a while. And you saw what two London guys did tonight. If that's anything to go by, that's probably 2, 3, 4 times as big, especially now. So yeah, Anthony's got a fight next week. Let's see what happens. Buatsi's focused on becoming a world champion. That's what tonight was about. He puts himself in the mandatory position. Again, things are moving. Boxing's doing really well at making those big fights, and Saudi are doing a great job. So hopefully that unification happens on June the 1st. He'll be right in line. In the meantime, if he can get a huge fight like that, a huge domestic fight, and another one that I think sells out any arena, possibly even an outdoor. Yeah, I'd love to do it at Palace. I think it's a great stadium for that fight. But let's see. Let Josh enjoy tonight. And yeah, I'd love to see that fight.
Dan Azeez, he put on a performance. I'm sure, even though he's the loser in this, there's so many options that you could sort of give him for the summer or whenever he wants to fight next.
Definitely, and that's what it's about. And he even said coming out of that ring, he was gutted, but he said, "Ben, that was a dream come true. Thank you." You know, it was 2 years ago. He couldn't have even imagined being on television. He's just headlined Wembley Arena in front of a sold-out crowd and given such an account of himself against a world level, and shown he's world level. And so I saw Craig Richards tonight. I love the Lyndon Arthur fight as well for Dan Azeez, and I think they're great fights for all of them. And so it's a great division. And yeah, that's why I'm just so glad that Dan put in a performance as well, so they both can move on.
There was a good question in the press conference, actually. I do want to just ask you that personally. Whilst all the fights are going out in Saudi, I'm sure UK fight fans, and there has been a call for it where we need to see some of these fights on UK shows, Ben Shalom, Sky Sports. Hopefully we can see with yourself, but is that the plan for 2024 with you guys? There
is definitely a responsibility, because the fight fans are just so, look at them tonight, they love it. And you want to put on the big fights for the health of the sport in this country. But Saudi are doing a fantastic job. They're putting on fights that we never thought we'd see, and that maybe even couldn't happen here anyway. So I think it's great. I just think boxing's in a great space, and all the broadcasters are enjoying it, and it keeps growing, and the crowds keep growing. And even when times are tough, which they are right now, a fight like that sells like that. And yeah, hopefully more to come with Wardley Clark and Riakpur CBS, and a couple more to announce as well. So yeah, let's just keep going, and yeah, it's good times for British boxing. Just going off the Saudis, are you going to talk to Taiki Al-Sheikh at some point? Because I'm sure you've got a good level of fighters where they might want to attract certain fights in Saudi Arabia. Are you open to that? 100%. Look, we'd love to, and what they've done is to bring certain promoters together the way they have is yeah, really good, and credit to them, credit to what they're doing. They clearly love the sport as well, and so yeah, fingers crossed we'll see some big fights. But equally, to see the big fights as well here is fantastic. I think it's just in a great space. As British boxing is flying, and and even the ones that are out in Saudi that seem to always be involving British fighters, and it just shows where Britain's at in the boxing world right now.
Talking about Saudi and British fighters, last one for myself. We saw as fight fans, I know you're a promoter, but you're a fight fan also. We heard the news about Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk being off. We've been told now they have had a meeting and they've had online sort of interviews. May 18th is the rescheduling date. As somebody who's involved in sport, is it just good to see that fight back on so quickly?
I think everyone's heart in boxing dropped.
Yeah, it did.
It was because those are the fights that keep everything moving, and it's one we've been waiting for so long. Credit to them to get it back on that quickly. That's pretty impressive. I saw a lot of people saying about Tyson Fury this and that. I think that proves he's got a serious cut. He gets the fight straight back on, and it's brilliant to see. And that's all you can ask for as a fight fan. You know, shit happens, especially in boxing, but the fight's back on, and that's the main thing.
Ben Shalom, congratulations on a big night. No doubt we'll see you this week for the press conference and everything else that comes forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you.